What's up, YouTube? This is True Raw for TV. All right, before I get into this video, I want to give a couple. I haven't done this in a while, but I just want to put this out there. If you haven't subscribed to True Raw for TV yet, please subscribe to True Raw for TV. I want to thank everybody that has subbed to my channel over the past several years. Uh, if you haven't hit that notification button, please hit that notification button so that you'll be notified of any and every video that drops on my channel as soon as it drops. If you like this content on my channel, or if you at least appreciate the content on my channel, please hit that like button. These are things that will help not only my channel, but other channels in the LDBC, the Lions Den basketball community, be that much better. Now, if you want to show love for True Raw for TV, want to contribute to Raw for TV, you can do so in the links in the description box via the PayPal or the Cash App. I want to thank my channel's biggest supporter, Elijah Merritt, for his donation today to the channel. Thank you, Elijah. Well, I think you actually did it yesterday, and I saw it today. So I want to thank you for your donation to the channel, Elijah. And also, if you support True Raw for TV, come on over to the Patreon, man. On the Patreon, maybe we'll talk about stuff I can't talk about on YouTube. It's only $2 per month. You know, not a video. It's only $2. $2 per month. You know what I'm saying? And there's already well over 60 something videos, I think, on the Patreon. And I'm able to talk about stuff I can't talk about on YouTube for obvious reasons. So come on over to the Patreon, man, if you can. I know people have bills, so I try to keep it as low as possible. Now, let's talk about Anthony Davis, all right? Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers during the Lakers blowout of the New York Knicks last night suffered an injury. It was during a collision with Julius Randle, the New York Knicks former Laker himself. And I think he was trying to block Randle's shot. There was a collision between the two, and Davis went down hard. He went down hard, hitting his back and hurting his sacrum area. I think that's how you pronounce it. Just below, just above his tailbone. And I think the MRI was, what was it? Was it negative? And he'll be out for at least 2 games, but it's strongly suggested that it may be 3 games that he'll be out. And, you know, is it concerning if you're a Laker fan? Not in itself. Um, this isn't a severe injury. Like I said, he'll be out for maybe 2 to 3 games, maybe 4. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like 2 to 3 games. So in the short term, though, it's not anything that you would stress about. The one thing I worry about Anthony Davis long term, though, is he is kind of injury riddled. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of injury riddled. He's been hurt quite a few times in his career, and you wonder about a guy like Anthony Davis. Not right now, but maybe 6, 7 years down the line, when all these injuries start to add up. You know what I'm saying? All these injuries start to add up on his body as he gets older, and how will this affect his play as he gets older? Like, basically, what I'm trying to say is these injuries may not show up, like the effects from all these injuries don't show up now. It's later on. Patrick Ewing, you know what I'm saying? Patrick Ewing, he came in the NBA, even though he came in with knee pads on. People forget that Patrick Ewing used to be more of a, a little bit more explosive, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he was Shaq, but Patrick Ewing would come in and tomahawk dunk, and you know what I'm saying? He was a lot more active, in the paint. But by the mid to late '90s, I mean, every now and then he would power up and dunk. I still remember that dunk he did on Alonzo Mourning. But more often than not, Ewing started relying more and more on his mid-range jumper. So, you know, but I'm talking like long term though. You know what I'm saying? But The Lakers are fine. The Lakers have the best record in the Western Conference. All right. I think they're 20, what is it, 29-7? So the Lakers are fine. And they have a 4.5 game cushion in the Western Conference. So let's just say they go 2-1. So they might lose a game or half a game. As long as they keep a decent lead of 2.5 to 3 game cushion this time of the season, they're fine. You know what I'm saying? So that should be they should be good. As long as they don't have some terrible skid where they lose 3 games in a row or something like that, then you could be concerned, seriously concerned as a Laker fan. All right, but yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about this, right now. I know there's some people that are saying like, oh, is this karma for Davis rejecting the extension? And like, it's just people forget that there's something called coincidence. That coincidence do happen. Everything isn't a sign of this, or I'm saying karma for that, or all these fucking magical fucking Doctor Strange, fucking terminology and situations and shit. Um, Let me ask you guys this though: with Anthony Davis, right, and his history of being hurt, having injuries, and you look at LeBron James, although he's playing very well this season. You know what I'm saying? Very well. He is 35 years old. And you see the struggles that Kyle Kuzma has had so far this season. And you look at the Lakers bench. Not that it's a terrible bench, but especially when it comes to the perimeter guys, they don't match up very well with some of the other teams. Like the Clippers haven't played all that well as of late, but they still sit atop the Western Conference. Well, they sit fourth in the Western Conference, excuse me. But they do seem to give the Lakers problems. All right, they're 2-0 against the Lakers. They play against the Lakers again, I think January 28th. And let me just ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this question: if the Clippers were able to beat the Lakers again on January 28th, despite only being the fourth seed, while the Lakers are the first seed, would you consider that something that the Lakers should have to worry about, even if they have a better record going into the postseason? Like, basically, if I'm the Lakers, I think it's paramount that they beat Cleveland. They beat the Clippers January 28th, man. They have to, because it doesn't really matter to me, especially with a team with Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Especially what they did last year with against Milwaukee in the playoffs. Because when these two teams play against each other, really, there's really no team that has home court advantage. They both play at Staples. So it's really just about who shows up and who's cheering for the Clippers, who's cheering for Kawhi, who's cheering for LeBron. You have a mixed bag at the crowd, as far as the crowd's concerned. And I'm a strong believer of the psychological aspect of sports. You know what I'm saying? You probably heard me mention this before, where many athletes who have been, they may not have the physical gifts of another athlete. A team may not be as talented as another team overall. But when a team gets it going psychologically and they believe in themselves and they actually believe that we can beat these motherfuckers. We can beat these motherfuckers. Fuck them. A prime example of that was the New York Giants in 2007, man. That team, you know what I'm saying? That team believed, despite what, the media put out there, that team, which was the last team Michael Strahan played on, they believed they could beat New England when nobody else thought they could. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm a strong believer of the psychological aspect of sports. So basically, I think if the Clippers were able to beat this team again on the 28th, I think that would be a tremendous victory for the Clippers in a regular season game against the Lakers. I know some people are like, look, man, it's just a regular season game in January. The playoffs are in April. Yeah, and it's not always the case. You know what I'm saying? I've referenced this before. In 1989, the 88-89 season, the Cleveland Cavaliers went 6-0 in the regular season against the Chicago Bulls. Okay, they went 6-0. Remember, there was fewer teams back then, so teams played against each other a little bit more frequently. And the last game of that season, the Cavaliers beat the Bulls despite the fact that Cleveland rested their starters while Chicago played their starters. But in the playoffs, we all remember what happened. Even though Cleveland was heavily favored, Chicago went on to win that series 3-2. So that's not always the case with regular season situations. Cleveland was supposed to be a team of the 90s. One of the teams that was supposed to be a team of the 90s, but Jordan and the company put an end to that. But we're talking about Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So there's two ways to look at it. So tell me what you guys think.